So let's first establish that Jada did not cheat on Will because they were in a space where Will was also doing his thing. She was doing her thing. But unile bite abaro kopana le a young guy bala bala.
A rapper.
Mrapa batho.
Like you can be a guy who balabalang.
That
And then you're a rapper now on top.
I think, not to throw any shade because I know a lot of rappers, I know a lot of rappers that are really cool guys, but hey, boom rap, y'all are a problem. So I'm going to go rapper Jada Mudimo. Now they'll force to do the table talk. But I'm not really for this thing of victimizing Will. I think both men and women do go through hardships in long-term relationships and marriages, and Will is actually dealing with it quite well, honestly, because he's still stuck by his wife and he was focused on let's try and maintain what we've created here versus okay, I'm done with you, we're done. And then he goes off and he tries to find somebody new when he knew he still loves Jada. Or something about Jada.
Okay. Foster, like, what do you think about all this, though? Like, you're itching. Foster has been itching to get into it.
Because our uncles and aunties, they're not trying to have these conversations. No auntie of yours will be like, hey, my nephew, me and your uncle have not slept together in 6 months. No auntie will say that to you. But Will and Jada are giving us access to conversations that we otherwise would never have access to unless we were married. You get what I mean? So I'm not mad at them at all.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. I disagree with a lot, but I feel you on a lot of points, dog.
Go ahead. No.
No. You have been, dog. Like, go on. Go on, dog. Like, what's up?
When on that video, there's a part where Jada Pinkett says, I appreciate how you've been on this journey with me. That one. I think that alone. There's a part where Will Smith says, I feel like the husband who's at the press conference here to talk about your transgressions. I think that statement says a lot. I think it shows who's leading this marriage. I think this is where the whole thing has went wrong. From things that start wrong end wrong. Here we are ending wrong. Okay, it's not an ending, but we are progressing wrong. Because we have a woman, a manipulative one, who is leading the ship. But now, right now, we're having a whole entire table talk to come and talk about you and your affair. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, hold on, dog. But according to what Lebo is saying, it's not even an affair because they were separated.
And what was also sleeping with other people?
I don't even know what the rules of engagement are in that case. But according to what Lebo is saying, it's not even an affair. She didn't cheat, dog. Like, they moved the goalpost. Like, she thought she was scoring
that married men do. Married men cheat. And guys are always like, hey, fist bumping. Hey,
she said guys.
Sean Fetch. But the moment now we're seeing, realistically, women also have temptations. Women also get tired of getting the same. Can I say it? You know what I mean? Women also get tired. We get bored after 10 years. We're like, ugh. And as we evolve in a marriage, we're not always going to evolve at the same pace. So Jada was getting frustrated or I'm here now, I require this now, and he's not there yet now. And problems arose, and they got frustrated, and Will got frustrated because there's a table talk before this one where Will was invited onto the show. And Will
I don't even know what Willow is doing there half the time, dog.
No, if you follow Table Talk, Willow is important for the show. I'm telling
dog.
you.
She needs to just slow down, dog.
No, guys.
Her mom could be talking about her sex life and she's just like, wow, mom. Like, what?
Yeah, but
I mean, as an African child, maybe I'm speaking from a perspective of an African child. Like, it's just weird, dog. But anyway, keep going. Keep going.
So there was a time, Will Knightley, and they did just brush upon the relationship and what they've been through. And Will Nagwaga he spent so many years in that marriage focusing on his own idea of what a happy family is and what it should look like and how he wants to package the reputation of his family, to the point where he looked past the individual members of his family, even his kids, and I feel like that is a very common mistake that a lot of people make in their own personal relationships, and we don't really talk about that. And Willow even said at some point, she looked at Will and said, Dad, maybe you should find a family that you feel like matches what you want, because we are not it. Imagine Willow said that at such a young age. She's like, Dad, maybe we're not it. We're not what you're looking for.
You see what I'm talking
and Will
about,
Ari,
dog?
that thing hit him hard.
Of course it did.
We need to, no one, and he's like, no one really talks to men about what leadership really is. The family is being led by someone manipulated. But leadership, we talk about leadership, or even in a business, you lead from behind. You need to know who your team is. You need to know who the people who are playing. Coach here, Man U or Chelsea or Newcastle. I don't know what teams you guys support, because
you don't want to know. You don't want to know, man.
Yeah, Arsenal. We don't know.
You're triggering me.
We all know what basic football rules, and I'm saying basic because I don't really know things that in depth, but I do understand for it. A good coach is a coach who learns who has specific skills in the team, and then utilizes that information to arrange them accordingly, and then come up with a plan A. Everyone's talent or skill or strong point gets a chance to shine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So Will was in a position where he's the coach of his family as the team, and he's not really paying attention to who can do what and who is what and who wants what. And then I push as long as you all see me as the fresh prince, and my family is fresh, my kids are fresh. Refresh. And that thing frustrated Jada. So now when you're watching this Red Table Talk, it's easy to just look at it from a surface level and be like, Jada is manipulative. No, Jada is a woman. She is real life. All the women that are portrayed in these media productions, in movies, in series are soft. And they don't care. And they don't have opinions.
Okay.
And they don't get frustrated, and they don't get tempted.
Here's where I'm with you, dog. Here's where I'm with you, okay?
Jada,
here's where, of course, I couldn't tell. Here's where I'm with you, okay? Will was not forced to, first of all, sit in that Red Table Talk. One, he wasn't forced to be a part of this marriage post certain situations. He wasn't forced. I'm talking about Will here as the seemingly victim in this whole situation, okay? Yeah. I don't think Will is a victim either.
Okay.
As much as you say it, I feel you 100%. We need to be held responsible for certain situations, what we get into somehow. Even if it seems like it was damn near impossible for you to be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what Will needs to be given also, like, yo, dog, your wife was doing something that clearly you didn't like. Because you keep saying, what happened, Jada? What happened, Jada? Yeah, he was also doing the same thing, apparently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's this whole thing, by the way, maybe I digress, but there's this whole thing with the red pill community, the red pill men community, where they're like, men don't cheat or something. Or I don't know, they just exercise their options. I don't know what the...
It's like when Trevor Noah said Mandela doesn't fart, he just suggests A with his thumbs.
Exactly, they get like the shit out of you,
dog.
So, here's the thing,
no
though.
Disrespect to Utata, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. I think women cheat, men cheat, everyone cheats out here, dog. Like, we should get to a point where we just call a spade a spade. First of all, I think Jada cheated, dog.
You think she
legally they were married. If you don't want to do this marriage thing anymore, just divorce. Go your separate ways.
But Will was also sleeping with other women.
That's what I'm saying. He was cheating on everyone is cheating out here, dog. No. Which is why I don't understand why Will was crying. Like, did you see the meme? I don't get it, dog. Like, anyway,
guys,
interject.
Quick one. Okay, guys. 90% of our problems in society and community can always be traced back to a layer. Either the absence of one or the presence of one that was dysfunctional. I think that's what we've just identified right now. We've identified a dysfunctional layer. just because you have money or you have power or influence does not necessarily make you a man. I think we've made that mistake of feeling just because Will Smith is prominent, that makes him a man or an alpha male or a good leader. We have just highlighted that Will Smith, in actual fact, is not a good leader. Will Smith does not know his team. Hence why all these things are going on. Now, the other thing about this situation is that the household, whenever as a man you fail to really lead the family, women are now forced to get into their masculine and have to take charge, which is what Jada Pinkett Smith is now doing. She's taking charge. And when women take charge, there's always going to be some kind of dysfunction and abnormalities within the whole thing. It's just like...
Dysfunction is a strong word, but okay.
Okay, what would have worked?
I think it's just, we like to authenticity. But the truth is, people don't like different, they don't like unique, they don't like change because it's uncomfortable, you don't know how to react to it, you don't know how to take it. And when women take charge because men are failing to take charge, it becomes different, it becomes unusual, it becomes uncommon, and no one knows how to really deal with those things without being uncomfortable with it. And I think that's really why it seems like it's dysfunctional. Jada is doing what she can with what she has. You get what I mean? She's doing what she can with what she has.
Okay, I understand where both of you coming from, but to justify a bit what Foster, just to back up what he's saying, it wouldn't be true. 70% of about 70%. I'm not particularly sure of the exact number.
Okay.
But the majority of males that are incarcerated in prison globally come from single mother families, right? So what Foster is saying about women taking charge of the family because they have to, by the way, I get that 100%. Causes dysfunction. I kind of get it.
This
like
topic.
it wouldn't be true if it wasn't for statistics like that.
The dysfunction is caused by the lack of presence of the male figure.
Yes.
Why are we pinning it on the woman? No, you're saying the woman causes dysfunction.
No.
If the woman also dipped and chucked her deuces and left, then you will see dysfunction.
No, Lebo,
so she's doing what she
You are agreeing with what I'm saying. I'm saying what the problem is because men are not there.
No, we're saying the same thing.
I'm
gonna need something strong.
No, we're saying the same thing.
Okay,
If there's no male presence, dog.
Or the presence is there, but it's dysfunctional.
Yeah, there's no leadership out here.
That's why Will Smith is the way he was. There was a male figure who was present.
But
he was
dysfunctional.
He was abusive.
Yeah.
That's why Will Smith is the way he is. Hey, so why are you agreement?
Okay.
What to
And
the woman
Jada
now
also had
needs to step
issues
in.
with her father. Remember? Jada also had, her father was a drug addict who was in and out of her life. How follower table talk? Mona, this thing I Will and Jada is just, it adds on.
Okay, yeah.
But her father was a drug addict who was in and out. So they're both coming from families where the father figures had failed them medicinally.
Okay.
So they don't really know what healthy love looks like. They haven't really experienced it fully. And they're both grasping at straws, just trying to make it work. Okay?
Wow, that is so amazing.
Okay.
I think, and hence why Jada Pinkett Abatari, doing all of this, I went and found somebody to fix. And I'm the one who needed the fixes.